gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the leader of the main event mafia and professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. He is
It's time for the big one, and tonight's Super Impact main event is brought to you by Stacker 2's 6-hour power extreme energy shot. 6 hours of energy and impact in a 2-ounce shot.
Well, this has got that big fight, that big match feel here, Mike. I love it.
His opponent in this non-title contest from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the TNA heavyweight champion of the world, the phenomenal AXS TV.
From the moment that AJ Styles agreed to meet Kurt Angle in a match that is just 3 days away from AJ's TNA World Heavyweight Championship defense against Sting at Bound for Glory, Taz, you and I have had a difference of opinion.
Yeah, I don't agree with this. I don't think AJ should be doing what he's about to do here. Get in the ring with, in my opinion, the best wrestler in the world today, Kurt Angle. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's just, if I'm Sting right now, I'm licking my chops. I'm thinking this is 3 days away. And AJ, you're gonna go with Angle in a match? Wow, that's heavy.
I mean, there's no denying your point. AJ could have taken the easy way out. He could have turned tail. He could have turned down Kurt Angle's challenge until after Bound for Glory, but that's just not in the makeup of the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Hey, I respect AJ's machismo, no doubt about it. I respect his fortitude, I definitely do. And I respect his heart. I just don't know if I respect his judgment on this.
We heard it earlier directly from AJ, not only the fact that he considers himself a fighting champ, he'll never back down from a challenge, but think of this, Taz, for his own peace of mind, he has to have no doubts going into Bound for Glory in the title match against Sting.
Oh, here we go. Angle, AJ Styles right now, man. This is going to be, I just feel it's going to be off the hook. And if you are AJ Styles, in my view, you don't want to get yourself into a pure wrestling match with Kurt Angle. Let's not forget this man did win an Olympic gold medal. It's not too shabby.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think in terms of strategy, you have to presume that Angle will try to play to his strengths. He's going to try to out-wrestle AJ, at the same time, keep him grounded.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Keep him down on the mat, and we're seeing that on display right here.
How quick Kurt Angle did that drop step into a go-behind. We see a couple of standing switches. That's a pump handle right there, where how quick Angle is with his hands. He crotched AJ and tucked him in, and now look at how quick AJ trying to get Angle off him.
And fortunately for AJ, he gets the safety of a rope break.
Nothing wrong with that. That's good match sense. That's good match sense.
At the same time, Taz, you would presume that AJ Styles is going to rely on what brought him to the dance. You know what his entrance music says? Get ready to fly.
Yep.
AJ needs to get separation from Angle, and he needs to employ that phenomenal high-risk offense.
You see how AJ went for a high crotch, which is into a fireman's carry or something, but Kurt Angle just stopped him. Just, again, the wrestling ability of Kurt Angle, since he's a young boy, it's just instinctual to him. Beautiful headlock takeover. Fundamental, but perfect.
And Angle, he usually is straight ahead in terms of offense. He'll come right at his opponent. To me, AJ more about staying one step ahead offensively, more of a hit-and-run type strategy. Oh,
and AJ's the best at that, hence why he's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. AJ Styles will hit you hard and move and just nail you with a flurry of maneuver. Look at that. Look at the athletic ability of AJ Styles. Oh, my God, what a drop kick.
What a shot with the drop kick by AJ. And how about Angle rolling out? He wants to make sure that Styles does not dictate the pace of this match as we watch the replay.
Watch the drop kick, the extension in the middle of a body of AJ Styles. The power he generates in such a quick burst of AJ. It's unparalleled. It's phenomenal. And again, to your point, Mike, Kurt getting out of the ring, taking his time, wrestling his pace.
experience.
Yes, sir, it is. Listen, I've had the opportunity to wrestle in my career Kurt Angle many times. Let me tell you, it's a long night. It's not easy. I'm telling you that from experience. He is a straight-up stud, is Kurt Angle.
Angle goes shortcut with the low kick, and then the series of European uppercuts. That's got AJ rocked as he goes to the low throw, and that time, Angle went for that back body drop, and it cost him dearly.
Yeah, AJ Styles just pinpointed. Look at that. Vertical leaping ability of AJ. Here we go.
Knee dropped into the cover and barely a 1 count if that.
Yeah, well, Kurt not even allowing AJ to have the ability to hook a leg, and Kurt again breaks the time and wrestles his pace. You know, people might not like that Kurt's doing what he's doing here. I think it's very smart strategy, and AJ's smart too. AJ's not going out after him. That's very smart of AJ.
You know, in terms of AJ Styles and the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, it really started with everyone, including us, Taz, planting that seed of doubt. Ever since No Surrender, when AJ won the title, we heard about Sting passing the torch. Sting handing the championship to AJ on a silver platter, and most importantly, can AJ beat Kurt one-on-one? This is a match that's about erasing all doubts in AJ's mind before Bound for Glory.
I think AJ's trying to prove a point here, and there's nothing for AJ to prove, in my opinion. You're the top dog, man. You're the champ. You're the guy. There's nothing to prove, and now you see here, old school, Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Who's going to outpower who with hand strength? My view, I don't like AJ's chances when it comes to gripping strength comparing to Angle, an Olympic gold medalist.
You ever shaken hands with the famous amateur champion and professional champion from Oklahoma, Danny Hodge?
I actually have, yeah. I mean, Danny Hodge was able to take an apple and just shatter it with his bare hand.
Able to take a pair of steel pliers and just bend them at will.
Well, Kurt Angle's got the same type of grip, but wow, look at this here. AJ, watch out, Kurt. Don't let AJ suck you in there. AJ will play possum and catch you with some kind of a high-impact maneuver. This is what I'm saying. Watch out. Oh, man.
And Angle fell right into the trap of that clothesline and immediately rolls out to the floor again to regroup.
Look at how AJ's keeping his poise and composure. That is the sign of a champion. Oh, wait, maybe I spoke too soon.
Angle 1 step ahead, but AJ goes springboard and Angle cut him off. What a smart move by Angle.
Again, nothing fancy there. You know, that's why they call it high risk. AJ went for something off the top, like a springboard. Kurt shut him down. Now look at this.
Styles outside, and I think this is smart by AJ to use the count from the referee to get his win back.
Well, I don't know if Kurt's looking to get a count-out victory here. That's really not like Kurt, but it wouldn't shock me the way he conducts business with the Main Event Mafia at times. Ooh! Oh, man. AJ landing hard there.
You heard the splat as he hit concrete just as AJ tried to get back in. Angle cuts him off, and again, the count on the floor, and keep your eyes on the Olympic gold medalist. Here he goes!
Oh, my God! Oh, man! What the? Whoa!
You would expect that the first high-risk move from this match would come from AJ Styles, but instead it comes from Kurt Angle. Look at that.
Both of Kurt Angle's heels of his boots, right? It looked like it seemed, let me see here, the side of AJ's face and head. AJ might be knocked out here.
And you can sense the level of confidence growing for Angle as he just ran him back first right into the side of the ring.
And now this is where Kurt Angle is most dangerous. The referee Earl having a threatening Kurt Angle to get his opponent in the ring, otherwise he's going to be disqualified.
Angle rolls Styles in,
look at that.
right on him for the cover.
And look at Kurt here. When he goes for a cover, Kurt, Mike, putting all his weight on top of AJ's chest to keep him down. And something simple as, look at that backbreaker, and again, Kurt with the cover, putting all his weight in it. Look at that. That overhook, that's called a whizzer. That's called a whizzer. When you hook your arm over the other man's arm, that forces his back to the ground. That's basic amateur wrestling 101, but it keeps the man on his back. No one does it like Kurt Angle.
We invite you to join us in Irvine, California for Bound for Glory weekend. Saturday, meet all of the stars of TNA at Fan Interaction. Talk about a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Bobby Lashley now to join the lineup of wrestlers. The rare appearance by the icon Sting. That at Fan Interaction. Details at TNAWrestling.com.
Let's just make it simple and buy your tickets at ShopTNA.com. Come on, wake up here.
AJ tries to get the comeback rolling. Angle cuts him off. You see the effect of that tilt-to-whirl backbreaker. Let's take another look.
Yeah, I mean, all impact on the ribs and lower spine of AJ. This is where you don't want to be, Mike. You don't want Kurt Angle where he has that confidence now and he gets that swagger about him. Not good for AJ Styles.
And this is what we can expect from Angle. You see the mat wrestling, often follows it up with moves that include variations of suplexes, and it leads to a pair of near falls.
See, not just the basic, AJ kicks out, and Kurt resilient, like a pit bull, just staying on top for another cover. This is another problem here for AJ. Now Kurt Angle with a reverse gut wrench, a bear hug from behind, basically. We talked about the grip strength earlier of a Danny Hodge, or like a Kurt Angle. AJ's got to try to break the grip, that over and under grip of Kurt Angle here to try and get out of this hole.
You can see the pain right there.
It doesn't look fancy, but it's effective. Look at Kurt has got all of his chin, his head is on the traps of AJ. Got all that pressure on his waist, his ribs.
No wasted motion at all from Angle.
Trying to break the grip, and there you go. AJ breaks the grip of Angle. Can AJ capitalize?
Series of strikes with the elbows, and then that big overhand right. That thing was right on the money.
Talk about nothing fancy there. That was sweet, though. What a shot.
Yet Angle able to turn it around and counter, but then walks right into the extended leg, the boot of the phenomenal AJ Styles, the World Heavyweight Champ.
And AJ Styles, it's obvious just looking at him physically, he's in great condition. This is where conditioning plays a big part in a match. For AJ to try and, get back into offensive motion here with his conditioning.
And there's not many people who are better when it comes to cardiovascular conditioning than the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Oh my God,
Stop on a dime and take him overhead with the release suplex.
You see that coming. Anybody can see that coming. Once Kurt clasps those hands and sucks his hips in low, boom, pops those hips, and beautiful, peels off a beautiful overhead belly-to-belly suplex.
I mean, one suplex is one thing, but Taz, think of the residual effects now that Angle has hit AJ with several of these suplexes.
Well, and that's the key with suplexing. If you spread it out throughout a match, you can wear down your opponent, which, Kurt Angle's a master at that. Here goes another throw, probably. It's a back suplex right there. There we go.
Right into the pin with the leg hooked, and boy, he had that grip tight with the far leg hooked, and all of a sudden you sense just a little bit of frustration there from Angle.
See now you got Kurt with that body scissors.
Look how he's got the arm of AJ scissored in at the same time.
AJ's arm is trapped in the body scissors and the quadriceps and the calves and the hips of Kurt Angle. And see what AJ's doing, gripping his own hand? That's very smart. That'll alleviate some of the pressure that Kurt has on the ribs and lower back. And the little subtle things, the nuances in a match, what makes a guy a champion. And we're seeing that out of both these men. See, AJ's trying to break that grip by getting underneath the left leg and left calf of Kurt, and Kurt realized it and hooked a rear choke. I mean, this is
it's textbook, isn't it?
Science, my man. I love it. It's one of the reasons why I came to this company. Where I used to be, I didn't see a lot of this.
And from there, again, back to the basics, but look how effective this side headlock is.
Oh, it's definitely effective. Definitely effective, and it's wearing down AJ. But AJ, again, all heart. We talked about his fortitude, and we're seeing it come here. AJ now trying to get a top wrist lock, but follows up with an elbow to the gut. Oh!
Caught Angle off guard that time with the knife edge chop. Goes right at him, but again, Angle is prepared.
Yeah. Well, that's
Angle caught him coming in.
How quick he just ducked on, that's called a slip by. And now Kurt slipped by and got underneath and got the rear choke again on AJ Styles. Oh, watch out, Kurt! Oh, man, that was beautiful.
That may be the answer. AJ able to stop that grip by elevating his opponent, Kurt Angle, up into the air, dropping him back down. But now at the same time, AJ's got to recover to the point where he can get a series of offensive moves behind him.
Well, can AJ do that? I mean, this is the turning point in the match, possibly.
This is
Possibly.
gut check time.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
And when it comes to mental toughness, nobody's tougher than a guy who wins the Olympic gold medal with a broken neck, and AJ going right for that neck with the clothesline.
I don't know. The TNA champion's looking pretty sharp right now. Watch out!
From the apron,
Watch
AJ
out.
with the shot. Little springboard into the forearm.
Unbelievable.
Here we go. Here's the cover. Far leg hook. 2, no.
Did you see how far across the ring the springboard into that forearm? Bam! Good God, that was sweet. Look at this. That is awesome.
AJ gonna set up. Looks potentially like the Styles clash here.
Nice block. Angle blocked it. Watch out!
Oh, catapulted him right into the top turnbuckle. Look how quickly Angle's back up.
German! Oh, man, release German suplex.
Tossed him overhead.
Kurt's got it.
Here's 2.
Got him! Oh! Oh, man, what a match we got going on here. Wow. You gotta take your hat off to AJ Styles to kick out of that release German suplex.
And I know you disagreed with AJ taking this match. But Taz, you just have to understand, this is about proving himself at the championship level so that there's zero doubts. Boom! Pele.
Beautiful, but AJ doesn't have to prove himself to anybody.
It is.
AJ's got it.
2.
Oh, man. But, Mike, what I'm saying is AJ has nothing to prove. He is the TNA champion. He is that damn good. It's that simple.
Yeah, but everybody's been doubting him since No Surrender. That's the key. He wants to prove to the world that he can beat Kurt Angle one-on-one. Not in a 3-way match, not in a 4-way match, just man against man.
Well, AJ might prove that right now because Kurt's not moving and AJ is. It's looking good for the champ here. Uh-oh.
Angle cuts him off.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what a throw that was. Suplex off the top, right into the cover.
Watch out. Oh, my God. The frustration in Kurt Angle right now. Can you blame Kurt? Look at this.
No, you won't be able to blame him when you take another look at how quickly he got to the top.
Boom!
Connected with the move. Oh, the impact of AJ crashing down again as we see the repeated replays.
God. This looked like AJ got shot out of a cannon. And then AJ able to kick out, and Kurt's frustrated.
Just that pure reflex action. Wait a minute, go for the angle slam. Instead, it's countered with the arm drag. This clothesline takes down Angle. Drape the arm, the body, the weight. No!
Oh, man, talk about instinct. I think Kurt didn't even realize he kicked out there. Both these men are spent. Talk about gut checks before. We're digging deep down here, Mike. This is the 4th quarter, my friend.
And who will it be who can get that adrenaline rush to take them to victory in this super impact main event? AJ again to the well, and instead Angle takes him overhead. Roll through into the ankle lock.
Oh, my God. AJ got caught here. AJ's got to get to that bottom rope, Mike, to break this hold.
Patented submission move of Angle, and check out the ring placement. It couldn't be any better for Kurt, except to be countered into a pin.
AJ! Oh, man.
Angle, perfect go behind, and he hits the suplex. He maintains his grip. Back to the well again.
Oh, yeah, these Germans. These German suplexes, again, we talked about the grip strength. We're seeing it again.
We also talked about the residual effect of the multiple suplexes, and we're seeing it right here with the 3rd one. An Angle cover.
Wait, come. But you see Angle's still a little spent. I'm telling you from experience, when you hit a lot of suplexes in a row, it does take a lot out of you. You exert a load of energy.
And maybe it was that momentary hesitation before Angle went for the cover there that cost him the win in the 3 count, and now the straps come down.
God, you got to be loving it. If you're Sting or Matt Morgan right now, you got to face one of these guys this Sunday at Bound for Glory. Kurt is just chosen for AJ to turn around. Here goes an Angle slam.
Reversed. AJ roll-up. AJ gonna go for the clash. Styles clash by Styles.
Good God.
Here it is. Here's 1. Here's 2.
3. Oh, my God. Woo. Oh, what a match.
What a classic this is. We talked about it being the biggest impact main event of the year, and it has not disappointed.
Just see the look of the shock on AJ's face. AJ just shocked and disappointed he didn't get the win there.
Sense the frustration earlier from Angle, and now the shock because the Styles clash does not get him the win. From the top, here comes Styles. Went for the flying forearm. Got caught with the boot, and Angle slam.
Angle,
here it is. This is it.
He hit it.
2.
Kurt went for it several times this match, finally hit it. And Kurt, talk about frustration. He's about ready to cry in the middle of the ring. I don't blame him.
Angle's got something in mind as he heads to the corner. Angle gonna go to the top.
This is not like something Angle. Oh,
backfired. Went for the top rope moonsault. AJ able to roll out of the way, avoid the contact. But now, can AJ follow up by hitting a move that's gonna get him the win?
I think Kurt got too frustrated and went for something like a moonsault that he doesn't normally do.
Out of his element.
Absolutely, that's my point. And now here, AJ in his element.
Here it is.
Springboard.
450 splash! Here it is. 1, 2. No!
Oh my God!
You can't get any closer than that.
This is the move you're about to see, ladies and gentlemen. That AJ Styles, look at that 450 springboard splash, was able to win the TNA Championship with, but not here. Kurt somehow, what an amazing athlete this AJ Styles is. Kurt was able to kick out.
And a superhuman effort by Angle to avoid the 3 count at the same time. Angle being positioned up on top by AJ, who's going to follow up his advantage, going to try and potentially superplex him back into the ring, but Angle fights it off from the top.
And again, the fatigue obviously starting to set in big time on these men. Watch out, look at Kurt. Oh my God. What is that?
AJ to the power game instead. Gonna go for a pile driver, but it's reversed. Can Angle hit it?
If Angle hits it, then look at this counter after counter after counter.
And instead he's able to roll through with the ankle lock. And he drags him out to the middle of the ring. There's nowhere for AJ to go. There's nothing for AJ to do. Is he gonna tap? Oh, and he's got a grapevine now.
Yeah, once Kurt puts that figure 4 leg bar on that ankle bar, it's over, man.
No, again, it looks like AJ's gonna... Did he tap?
I couldn't tell. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time limit of this match has expired. Referee Earl Hebner rules this match a draw.
That's disappointing, obviously, and Kurt's angry. I don't blame him. AJ was able to hang on, though, Mike. Gotta give him credit.
I mean, you can sense the frustration and disappointment. But think of what we've just witnessed here. One of the most incredible matches ever on Impact.
No doubt about it, and AJ Styles, again, had the ability to hang on, but now wait, now Sting, that's AJ's opponent, the #1 contender for the TNA title this Sunday at Bound for Glory.